colleague and I, Mbeki, what is your assessment of the country's political and economic landscape right now? What is the state of South Africa right now?
No, but that's what we want the country, the nation to discuss. We are 23 years into our democracy, and as foundations we thought that really this is time for our people as a whole to engage one another in a discussion exactly to answer these questions. Where do we come from? Where did we want to get to? How far are we? What's gone right? What's gone wrong? What is it that we need to correct? Because it's quite clear that there are many things that we still have to do. I mean, all of the things that everybody talks about, levels of unemployment, levels of poverty, you still have mud schools, and all of sorts of social and economic challenges like this, that we thought that there needs to be a dialogue nationally about all of these things. As I say, to assess where we are, and also to look at, as a country, we set ourselves certain objectives in the Constitution. As you remember, it was a very inclusive process, the drawing up of the Constitution, and so we set ourselves objectives even to look at that, to say to what extent is the country moving in terms of addressing those objectives. So you should come to us later, after the people have engaged with this question you've been posing. Where are we? What's the state of the nation with regard to the economy, with regard to society, with regard to everything?
All right, President de Klerk, let me bring you in here. Part of what the Foundation's initiative aims to do is to inform the South African citizenry. I'm very interested in this aspect of informing the South African citizenry. What, in your view, is being pursued here by the 9 foundations? Is your mission is your understanding that South Africans are not well informed as such, or is part of your mission to ensure that the misinformation campaign that we have seen in recent times perhaps needs to be clarified?
I really think the focus in the division you draw should be on the latter part. I think the public are quite well informed, but I think we're talking from different perspectives, and what we need in South Africa, as we had it in the constitutional negotiations in the early 90s, we need to build a consensus. What do we need to do to get things right in South Africa again? We are on the wrong road, economically speaking. We are on the wrong road, constitutionally speaking. We are on the wrong road, socio-economically speaking. And I'll be dealing with that in my speech this morning. We need a dialogue. We need, across political divides, across ethnic divides, to get people to take hands and work together to get South Africa on the right road again. We need the economy to grow. We're not doing the right things to get economic growth. We need greater equality. We're not doing the right things to promote greater equality. We need adherence to the Constitution, and we're finding the Constitution under threat. So it is to build, to my mind, a consensus, a growing consensus through dialogue, what to do within the framework of the Constitution to get South Africa on the right road again.